Look at this man, cheesing with Lamar Jackson on the first play of the year. This video is presented by the EA Game Changers. EA allowed me to capture this early Madden 21 footage for you guys, and they also let me get my hands on some of the items you're going to see in this video so that I could bring this footage to you guys. So I'm going to show you kind of how to start out your MUT team this year, just some things you're going to want to know, look at some cool players, and then I'm going to get into a gameplay and put them on display for you guys. So this is the first thing you'll likely see when you go in. It's your Madden loyalty reward. You can choose up to 3 of these players if you've played over the last 3 years of Madden. So for Madden 18, 19, and 20, if you've played all 3 of those years, you can choose 3 players. If you only played for 2 of those years, you could choose 2 players. You get the idea. Now, I would suggest Patrick Peterson, DeMarcus Lawrence, and Darius Leonard. I feel like those are the best 3 options by far. And then after that, you're going to want to go check out your challenges. You got the rivals and you got the epics. This is a good way to help start your team. You can get your team captain this way by just doing some few, basic solos to unlock your team captain. It's not very hard. This just took a matter of minutes, honestly. You got Eddie George, Leroy Glover, Ed McCaffrey, and Aeneas Williams to choose from. So you just have to play through each of their little solo strings, and then you can pick which guy you want as your team captain. So here's like a quick example of one of the ones for Eddie George. You just have to gain 15 yards. So we're going to use Eddie George here, throw him the ball in the flat, go pick up an easy 15 yards, and you pretty much just do something really simple like that for each one, and then you can go pick which captain you want. You get the pack here. Now, I went with Leroy Glover because I'm a Saints fan. I'll be honest, I think the team captains are a little bit underwhelming this year compared to last year, but I do like Leroy Glover that he's back in the game. And this is another thing you get. You get 32 versions of the card to choose from, so you can get the one with your team chemistry on it, which is really important because that helps when you're building theme teams and things like that. So we're really glad to see that. That's a good addition. I think the same thing is going to be true for MUT Master and Level Master as well. Here is the rivals. So when you go play through the rival solos, those are going to take a while. Then you can choose one of these 3 guys. So those are the first 2 things you're going to want to knock out: your team captains, your rivals, and then you can pick one of these players. I went with Jalen Smith. I feel like he was the best player. Zach Ertz also pretty good as well. Then you got your NFL Epics. So this is all content you can get within the first few days or the first day of the game if you really want to grind it. For this, you got Adrian Peterson, Larry Fitzgerald, Ronnie Lott, and you have Jack Youngblood. So again, here I'm just showing an example of one of the challenges. I just got to go in for a touchdown. These definitely take a little bit longer. These are a little bit of a grind. I mean, you could probably knock them out in a day if you really wanted to, but you're going to get all 4 of these cards if you want to go through all of them, or if you just want to grab one card, you can just grab one, but I got all 4 of them. Again, all 85 overall. They're really good, easy, free cards to get. Just a little bit of a grind, not too bad, and you can put them on your team. Now here, I'm going ahead and I'm just going to show you kind of how the new card screen looks. I'm going to power up Demario Davis. You can see how the layout looks. It's a little bit more seamless this year, and again, yes, EA did allow me to get my hands on some of this content. Normally, we would go capture it at EA on their systems where they would have all this stuff loaded in, but since, the virus and all that can't go down there this year, this was really the only way for us to capture the MUT content, so they did allow us to, to get some of this stuff on our system so that we could bring it to you guys. So here you can see I'm just equipping Demario Davis with things. You got your, your physical chems, your abilities, your team chems, and then you got your ability slots with your X factors. None of the tier 3 abilities are unlocked yet. Those unlock at 90 overall, and there's no 90 overall cards in the game because there are no legends currently in the game. So those are going to be the first guys that can get those tier 3 abilities. But as you can see, there's still some other good abilities you can put on your guys. Here's how the card screen looks when you load into it. You got your home screen, then you got your attribute screen. Again, definitely think it's more, streamlined this year and looks better. So here's the team that I was able to put together. Some of this I grinded for, some of it EA allowed me to get my hands on it, like I said. So just being transparent with you guys, they did, give me some of this stuff so that I could show it off for you guys. Now, what's new this year is the superstar ability. So you can see it says 9 out of 10 AP. That stands for ability points. So this year you have a certain amount of points you can spend. You can see McCaffrey has 3, Lamar Jackson has 3, so on. I still have 1 more point left I can spend here, and the active superstar right there, who is not an X factor, that's actually George Kittle. So you can put abilities on as many people as you want and just use up your ability points. So if you want to put 10 abilities on 10 players and they all cost 1 point, you can have 10 players with abilities. However, you can only have 3 X factors still on each side of the ball. That has not changed, but now you can spread the abilities around a little bit more. If you only want 1 ability on each player, you can have more guys with abilities. Keep in mind, the higher end abilities do cost more ability points, but I like it better this way because it really just allows you to tailor things exactly how you want it. So you can see I've got 4 people on each side of the ball instead of 3. Now, another quick thing I want to mention is Isaiah Simmons, the rookie master. Look at this guy's stats. So you can get him day 1 by completing a set in the game. You know, it's probably going to be a little expensive because he's like the craziest card in the game. 91 speed, he's 6'4", 88 hit power. I think he's going to be a necessity. He's going to be one of the best defenders in the game. He can run stride for stride with guys like Tyreek Hill, which is really, like I said, pretty necessary. And here we go. First play of the game. We're playing Cookie Boy, another fellow YouTuber, and he's cheesing already. First play of the game, he said, I'm getting Lamar Jackson out in space, and he literally goes untouched on me for a touchdown. And you know, I've played Cookie Boy in a bunch of games over the years. He's always got stuff up his sleeve. He's always got the trickery, and we're coming back the next play untouched. He definitely missed a tackle there in the open field. He should have probably had me there, but I will say both of us were missing some tackles in the open field. As you know, it's a new game. The feeling's just always a little bit different with a new game. The user, the movement's always just a little bit different to throw you off of the timing that you're kind of used to with your muscle memory. As you see the epic Adrian Peterson right there actually scoring, and you see I just missed a tackle right there, but we didn't miss the hit stick. You gotta slide, Cookie Boy, but that's what Cookie Boy does. Cookie Boy doesn't slide. Cookie Boy's out here. He's just trying to get crazy. He's not gonna slide. He's gonna throw up crazy passes. That's just how he plays. He's here to have fun. You know, I'm here kind of being a little bit of a sweat. I'm being a check down Charlie a little bit right now. You know, but that's just kind of how I always played, run my offense. You know, I'm a big short passing kind of guy. I get scared holding on to the ball too long. Here, again, being a little sweaty, you know, doing a little audible action, and we're going to go in with McCaffrey on the toss. So just showing you some of these new players, some of the high-end players, what they look like. I think day one, obviously, Tyreek Hill is always a beast because not many people can deal with him. And speaking of Tyreek Hill, right here, Cookie Boy taking advantage of my cover two. I was sitting in cover two a little too often. I think he noticed it, and he sent Tyreek Hill down the seam. If you don't run with him or have someone over the top, you're just not going to stop him. So Tyreek Hill day one's always going to be one of those like sought after items. DeAndre Hopkins pretty good too, as I'm hitting him here on the bubble screen. Christian McCaffrey seemed very good. Lamar Jackson, obviously a monster. Nobody can get escape artist yet because, like I said, there's no 90 overall quarterbacks, but Lamar Jackson, even without escape artist, actually still feels pretty fast compared to everybody else. As you see there, I kind of, you know, able to make some things happen. And Cookie Boy coming down, laying a hit stick. He laid a few of those on me in this game. I'm surprised I didn't fumble, actually, because he landed a couple really good ones on me. Because, like I said, I was being a little bit of a check down Charlie, and he kind of caught on to it, and you know, he was hitting me a little bit and lurking. Here, we're going to get a penalty. Nothing was really open that I could see. He started to block shot me, tried to throw it away, but wasn't outside the pocket. So we got a pretty tight game going here. Going to try to score before half. Threading the needle to Michael Thomas. I got Slot-O-Matic on him, so he gets better route running from the slot. Here, we're going to take off. Probably not the wisest decision, but we make him miss. Nice little kind of a cut inside there. But like I said, as you can see, we've both missed a number of open tackles in the open field because it's just kind of getting used to that new player movement. And here we go out of the second half. We got a chance to, you know, make this game, you know, somewhat out of reach if we can go put up another touchdown here because, you know, the possessions are limited in a Madden game. And right there, I get lucky that I did not throw a pick. I didn't think his defender would break on it that well, and he definitely did, and that should have been a pick there. But now, you know, we got to take advantage. The Madden gods gave us one. We're working down the field, trying to get Michael Thomas in the end zone, but he just keeps getting stopped short. But here we go with Adrian Peterson, the epic card. Again, you can get him free, you know, just by doing the solos, and he's pretty good. He's one of the faster running backs in the game at launch. You can see Simmons down there in the seam, stride for stride with Tyreek Hill. Like I said, do what you can do to get Isaiah Simmons. I think he's going to be necessary at the beginning of the year. Probably going to be the best defender in the game. When you think 6'4", 90 speed, you can get him to 91 speed, you know, with power up or like sprinter and things like that. Right there, Cookie Boy testing Jalen Ramsey. So he got his, you know, his fluke back there. He dropped a pick, I dropped a pick. So I guess you could say we're about even on that one now. And he's, you know, getting a little testy down here, but the time's running out. He's just trying to make something happen, trying to get in the end zone as best he can. He's going to scramble out here. He's just trying to make things happen. He's going to almost get there with Lamar Jackson. And it's fourth down. He's going to thread the needle. I mean, what a perfect pass, but they don't give it to him. I thought he had both feet down. It looked like he did, but they didn't give it to him. So now, you know, game kind of over, but we're playing for fun. We're buddies. I'm not going to like run the clock on him. I'm trying to run up the score on him, which might not seem very friendly, but in Madden, that's kind of like showing respect. I'm not going to run the clock out on you on a game that doesn't mean anything. We're just playing for fun. I'm going to give you a chance to stop me. I'm going to keep throwing the ball as he gets a sack on me there. I try to get the little user catch here. Just very bad by me, and then he gets a pick with Minka Fitzpatrick, and he almost takes it back. That would have gave him a chance there. So now we just kind of have to lock up, but that's not what we're going to do. I'm on Jalen Smith, not fast enough to catch Tyreek. The safety does not rotate over quick enough. I should have had Isaiah Simmons. Don't know why I wasn't using him on that play, but, you know, now Cookie's got a chance, but I'm going to still throw the ball around. I'm going to give him a chance to get the ball back if he can put out the defense, but right now we're down the field. DeAndre Hopkins making more good catches, and here we go. I try to fit it into Michael Thomas, but he kind of baits me a little bit there. Shouldn't have thrown near him, and Minka Fitzpatrick coming up with another play, so we have a chance here, and Tyreek has doubled me, So I have everybody backed up, but Cookie Smarty said, I'm going with the trickery, with the jet sweep, and he's putting on the Jets with Tyreek Hill, but luckily, we held our ground with Jamal Adams just enough to make him have to kind of slow down a little bit, and we were able to force him out. He goes out to save the 1 second left. He's going to try to get the ball down the field. We got 3 people on Tyreek. We're not letting him use double me. We send the zone defender, and that's how it's going to end. We win by 7. You know, normally Cookie Boy honestly beats me most of the times we play, so this was one of the few times I was able to get the best of him in a game. So, you know, we're 1-0 to start the MUT season. I'm not mad at it, but again, just wanted to show you some of these new players. Like I said, day 1, knock out your rivals, get your team captain, knock out the epics. You can get a bunch of good free players on your team for just about a day worth of grinding. And then if you want to try to look at some players to get, definitely try to get your hands on that Isaiah Simmons. He's going to be very necessary in this game. And if you want to go high end, Lamar Jackson and Tyreek Hill obviously are going to be really, really great, as you saw in this video. So I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, I will see you guys next time.